So with our last stop, looking at the world of Olympics, we're going to take a look at the athletes, more specifically, the warriors themselves. And each individual is seeking a place on the grand stage to display their skill and subtly with the hope of carrying the world, to lift the world, at least for a moment, onto their shoulders and carry it as the subduing warrior was designed to do. So if we look at the Olympics, we can see how these athletes are striving and figure out how they're able to carry the world. So when we look at the first part of the Olympics, these ceremonies, we see that the flags of each country are being carried by the athletes. This is a symbolic representation of what is supposed to be happening at these Olympics. First, the athletes come carrying their country, and the intent will be, as they compete and display who the true champion is, that champion will be the one who carries the world. So as we break down the process of the Olympics, we need to see how these athletes are moving from carrying their country to the inevitable hope of carrying the world. The first step is to carry the story. The Olympics, sure, they're about the events and the exciting things that happen, but there needs to be great stories. Stories that are driven by the athletes, that make you care, that make you want to watch what happens. So you, if you're a warrior, you always want to have a great story. And the athletes that capture our attention have had the rough background, or they had that injury that they've come back from. Something in their life that makes you connect with them, makes you want to root for them, shows you their unique determination, and you want to be with them through this journey. So it can strive that athlete and make you bind to them, so together you build something amazing that can be, as the picture here shows, what is now referred to as the miracle. But the miracle isn't just what happened on the ice, it was the event surrounding it, the story preceding it, culminating in this amazing created event. So the first step for a warrior is always carrying the story. You need to have a great story surrounding you as a warrior to engage everybody, to pull them in to the excitement of what's going to happen. But then you still have to carry the day. A great story is a nice start, but that's the beginning. The present moment is something needs to happen. You need to do something now to continue the story and move it towards the exciting end. So everybody wants to be with the athlete, to touch, to be a part of this story and the event that's taking place as they're carrying the day. They come to the Olympics and these massive events to be a part of something, and they need a champion to connect to. And the athletes in the Olympics are those champions. And they step onto the stage. And when your champion that you connect with and you like their story and you want to be a part of their world, when they're on the stage, you feel like you're with them. And you cheer them to help them towards their goal of carrying the world. So as your story pulls everybody in, and then you step on stage as a warrior and you carry the day, that's still not the end. The end is the culmination of all this work, which is to carry the glory. And this is very symbolically displayed in the Olympics with the flag carrying run. After something amazing has been done, the athlete is encouraged to take another lap to display themselves again and carry their flag. First, to show their origin, what brought them to the Olympics, and to give homage to that country as what helped them get to this place. But there's also something else here, something subtle that's happening inside the athlete, and you can see it in their face. They're carrying the flag so that if in the future you happen to need a verified champion with unique skills and abilities, you'll know where to find them. Because that's the intent of displaying yourself as a champion. Sure, on this stage, which is a symbolic stage, to show that you are a verified champion in the hope that when the real need comes for a true champion of the world, everyone will know where to find you. So when you carry the world. You have to start small, start with a story, then step on the stage, display your skill in the day, and then carry that glory. It's a weightiness, it's a heaviness to that glory. People will hold you to a higher standard because you're now the verified champion for the earth. So if peril comes, everyone will look to you. So they want to make sure you stay ready, that you stay at that high standard. So as a warrior, glory is a weighty responsibility.